Well, I think that puts us here to get picks against the spread. As of right now, Tybo is the loser, 5 wins, 11 losses. Sean's in second place with 7 wins, 9 losses. I'm there sitting even at a solid 8-8 to start off week one. We will get Sean's picks in, but we will not record them this evening on air with you. So we don't have them in yet. So we'll start off with Thursday night football game of the week, number one, Commies versus Packers in Green Bay, and they are 3-point favorites.
Yeah, I'll take the commies. I think if they don't win this game, it'll be closer than 3 points.
I don't know if the Commies can overcome the thoughts we have on them in losing to playoff teams. I don't know if they've made enough adjustments. And for that reason, I'm taking the Packers. Starting off our Sunday slate, we've got Bills versus Jets. This is in MetLife Stadium. The Jets are 6.5-point dogs at home.
I'm gonna. The Jets keep it within 6. I take the Jets.
I, I'm right there with you. I have the Jets keeping it under 7. I have them keeping it under 7. Next up at noon, we've got the New York Giants. They're headed into Dallas, taking on the Cowboys, who are 5.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah, considering the main reason why they lost the last game was CeeDee Lamb dropping a bunch of passes, I'll go ahead and take the Cowboys here. I think he
You're
can
you're
catch a ball this week.
you're saying considering that they lost last week because of you're just talking about the Cowboys. Let's talk about the Giants and
No,
how horrid they
let's not.
were. Russell Wilson was 17 of what, 32? Just barely over 50%. They had no run game defensively. They were awful. I think they scored 6 total
Hey,
points, and that
but
was at the end of the game.
Scattaboo or Scatabo like broke a couple tackles, right?
Yeah, give me the
That guy,
Cowboy.
that guy's
That
gonna have the worst case of CTE when he's like
it's going to be bad.
40. Like
40?
it's
Brother's not going to be out of the league before he has CTE.
I
He's going to be the next AB.
I understand. Like we all love a good power run style, but like
Sure.
if how you attack a defender is just head forward into them, brother, you will not make it very far in the league.
He doesn't only do that with running, by the way. He does the same thing when
With
he
blocking,
with
yeah.
blocking. It's just
He
helmet
thinks his
first
head
every
is a
time.
missile, and I hope he gets penalized at some point in
Have
this
to.
season
Have to.
for helmet to helmet contact. But like, God, I don't think I've ever seen that call on like someone blocking. But I if
It's
there's
gonna
if
happen.
there's an instance where it happens, it's gonna be fucking Cam Scatabo, dude.
Well, next up at noon, we do have the Cleveland Browns. They're heading into Baltimore, where the Ravens are 11.5-point favorites at home.
Who'd you say they're playing?
The Browns.
Oof. The Browns keep it within 11.
I'm saying the same thing, dude. We saw some big spreads last year, and none of them panned out. There was maybe like 1% of the big spreads panned out last season. It doesn't happen.
It's a
I don't
new
care how bad
season.
the Browns are.
It's a
This
new
is the
season.
AFC North. It's the AFC North. When do they ever play each other and it's more than 10 points?
Don't know.
Next up at noon, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're heading into Cincinnati, taking on the Bengals, who are 3.5-point favorites at home after a putrid week of 64 air yards by quarterback one, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I honestly think that changes. I don't think you have 2 weeks back to back where they don't throw the ball. Um, so I'll take the Bengals.
Taking the Bengals to cover. I don't think it's necessarily another bad week in terms of passing. I also just think that the Bengals have potentially the worst. Like the Saints exist, right? Bengals have the worst defense in the league, even with Trey Hendrickson
The,
coming back.
the
I
Saints are technically an NFL football team, but the Bengals defense is worse.
I told you to take Travis Hunter for a reason. I actually think the Jags pull out a win here.
On the road, okay.
Next up, we've got the 49ers versus the Saints. This one's in New Orleans, and they are 3-point dogs at home.
That spread seems a little low. I know the 49ers didn't do great in week 1, but I'll still take the 49ers here.
I will allow you to change your answer when I give you this information because I'm not sure if you fully know it was just released today. Kittle is on IR. Brock Purdy also will not be playing in this game. It will be
Oh
Mac
shit.
Jones.
Oh. 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 Actually, you know what? Mac Jones played well when he filled in last season for the Jaguars. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my 49ers pick, dude. It's only 3 points.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I am going to take the Saints in this game.
He's gonna
I
he's
don't
gonna
know if they
hand off the he's gonna hand off that ball and dink it and dunk it to Christian McCaffrey enough times that they win by 4.
yeah, Christian McCaffrey blows out both knees and ankles by quarter two. By the end of quarter two, like
Just from overwork.
his usage rate is going to be 100%. So if you have him play him, just know he's going to be done by the second half.
And like, man, who was it? Was a former Panthers player. I cannot remember. It was it Miles? Someone who ran like was a backup to Christian McCaffrey was like, dude, he doesn't come out of the game. Like he doesn't take a break. Like, I'm trying to get some carries over here too, dog, but no. Like
Well, we've got a couple of games here left in the noon hour, but our next one is the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to be heading into Nashville, Tennessee, taking on the Titans, who are 5.5-point dogs at home.
was the Titans last week? For Christ's
They
sake,
lost
I'm
by
having
8 to the Broncos.
such a hard time getting my words out right now. Was that game in Denver or Tennessee?
Was Denver.
Hmm.
Let me confirm on that, but I got it right here, but I'm pretty sure it was Denver. Yeah, it was Denver.
The Rams did beat the Texans, and they have a pretty good defense. So I don't know if how decent the Titans defense will really affect the Rams. So yeah, I'll take the Rams.
I'm also going to take the Rams in this one. Titans just look really bad, man. I just don't like they can't catch the ball. Cam Ward is if they can start catching the ball, I'll be able to change my opinion. But until the receivers start catching the ball, Cam Ward can put it on their numbers all he wants. They had opportunities in that game to win against the Broncos, and the receivers literally just couldn't catch the ball. Next up in the noon hour, we've got the Chicago Bears. They're heading to Detroit to take on the Lions, who are 6-point favorites at home.
Bears keep it within 6.
Here's the funny thing, Tybo, is I picked all of my games before the show. I have them written out here. I'm only typing down your games. I also took the Bears. Keep it in within 6 because I don't trust the Lions defense without Aaron Glenn at DC.
We're just going off the information provided from week 1.
That's right.
They didn't play great.
2 games left in the noon hour. We've got the Seattle Seahawks. They're taking on the Steelers, who are 3-point favorites at home.
Seahawks.
Wow, that's an interesting take with how bad they played last week. I'm taking the Steelers. Last game at noon, we've got the New England Patriots. They're heading to Miami, taking on the Dolphins, who are 1.5-point favorites at home.
They're favored over the Patriots, you said?
Yes.
Patriots.
Not even a question. Taking the Pats. We jump down to the 3 o'clock hour games at 3:05. Our first one here is the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cardinals, who are 6.5-point favorites at home.
I think the Cards cover. Cards.
Don't do that. You wanted to give me shit for Kyle Pitts. Don't you dare sit here and take the Cardinals on a 7-point spread when you want to talk shit for multiple years about Kyler Murray.
I'm not. This doesn't improve my
Don't you
opinion
dare.
on Kyler Murray. We're just.
Don't
I'm
you dare.
again. We're going off the information provided in Week 1, and the Panthers. Not. I mean, Bryce Young looked like he regressed from the end of the season last year. Like it doesn't.
Yes. I hope Bryce Young can figure it out. He had a great ending 5 games towards the end of last season. Hopefully, at some point they can figure it out. But so far, got to take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Last second game and last game at 3:05 kickoff. We've got the game to watch in Indianapolis. It's the Broncos taking on the Colts, who are 1.5 point dogs at home.
Colts.
I am taking the Broncos here. The expectations are wild, or non-expectations are wild for the Colts. I don't think offensively Daniel Jones can keep it up against this good of a defense. We've already chosen the Eagles Chiefs games at 1.5 spread there in Kansas City. If you're listening to the full show, obviously you caught it. If not, go and listen to the Chiefs show on YouTube in the clip. So we'll get to Sunday Night Football. Final game of the week. It is the Falcons. They head to Minnesota, taking on the Vikings, who are 3.5 point favorites at home.
Yeah, and I'll take the Falcons.
No question. I think I gave that one away earlier. We'll get to Monday night. Monday night has 2 football games, one at
Monday
6,
night.
one at 9, our 6 o'clock Monday night football game. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll head into Houston to take on the Texans, who are 2.5 point favorites at home.
Do they get beat twice at home to start off the season, man? Like it's but the Rams and the Buccaneers, I don't feel are like that different of teams. Like they're very similar caliber in my mind, and I thought the Texans could beat the Rams last week, but I was very sorely disappointed. So like,
And seeing the chemistry that Baker
do
Mayfield
I?
has with Egbuka,
Yeah, I mean, but like, do I try to predict a bounce back for him? Like, because he's starting the season off 0-2 at home would be awful, man.
it would be, but they haven't changed. The Texans haven't necessarily changed their form
Or
from
was
last
was that at
season
home or
either.
did they go to L.A.?
I was LA.
It was in L.A. Whoops,
Yeah, I was in LA.
tartar sauce. Well,
Even
ah,
if it
man,
was at home, they'd be going 0-2. I'll give you mine. I'm taking the Bucks.
I was just about to say it. Bucks.
Bucks it is in our final game for NFL Week 2, Monday Night Football at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We've got the Los Angeles Chargers. They're headed to Vegas in an interdivisional matchup. The Raiders at home are 3 point dogs.
Chargers.
Not even a question. We've got a lot of the same picks, but I feel like week 2 is pretty flat. And even with that said, being flat, I think we're going to get a lot of answers this week on who teams are. Week 1, week 2 generally doesn't present that type of information. I think with what the matchups that we're getting, week 1 and week 2 will tell us exactly who the teams are until obviously maybe injuries happen. They always do, until something awry goes on. But I think we're going to get the earliest indication of who these teams are than we've had for quite a long time.
Not exactly sure what the hell you mean by that, but football.
Football. Week 2 is
They're starting a
underway. The
Monday night game at 9 p.m. Central.
9 p.m. Central, dude. It's awful. I don't
Is that
like that.
normal for the doubleheader?
Yes. It can be. Yes, it is. It is normal for that.
It just
I
seems
was gonna
really
say
late.
5 and 8, but usually, actually, I shouldn't even say that's normal. Usually, they do a 6 p.m. kickoff, and they do like an eight
Yeah, I
thirty,
didn't
seven
think the
thirty, or
second
eight
game was
p.m.
usually that
kickoff.
late.
It's not usually. They usually try and coincide kickoff of the later game with halftime of the earlier game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that worked out so well last year, even with the multicast. But either
Are
way,
the
NFL
Mannings
week
still doing the
they
Manning
they
cast?
are they are still doing the Manning cast. They did it last week, but I don't know. It's not every game. It's not every Monday. The Manning cast. So I don't know what their schedule looks like for this year. They could be shoring it up so that they do every Monday, but it hasn't been in the past. Well,
Yeah,
NFL week
it's gonna suck to see the Chargers go 2-0.
it is going to suck. It is, but it's going to be even sweeter when they don't win the AFC West, as all the pundits continue to predict every year for 30 years in a row now.
That's a long time. I'm 30 years old.
Me too.
Nuh-uh.
Well, NFL Week 2 is underway starting tomorrow. Thursday night football is your kickoff, and we'll be back next week to cover everything that has happened. Tybo is going to be screaming it from the stadium this week as the Chiefs play at home against the Eagles. So make sure to stay tuned. Check back in next week for everything that had happened. And as always, go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs!